Heated seats on. Sunglasses required. I feel more awake already. Okay, so we're going home now today. Obviously. Oh, I've got 92 miles of range. We lost 4 miles last night. We pulled in at 96 and now we're on 92. It was a chilly night, I think we can say that. Alright, let's get going. Just gotta drive down the hill first and pick up the rest of the family and the luggage. Yeah, it's about as low as I ever have it. Okay, getting the old supercharger today. Oh, thank God for superchargers. No! You're kidding! You're right, it isn't working, is it? Drat it. As we were driving up, I said to Soph, the problem with being really low on charge is that you have no ability to go anywhere else. But guess what? It's all full. This one's not working, which is quite rare. The other 4 are, so that's fine. But we can't go anywhere else. Well, I suppose we could probably get to the other side of the Dartford Tunnel and jump on a electricity charger. But that would take ages to charge the car up. And well, we're here, and Soph's going to get me coffee, so I'm just going to chill out, I guess. He's asleep, so righty. Right, so that's the first person down in the queue. Problem is, our battery's empty, and we would be able to charge at probably over 100 kilowatts to begin with. Not with all these cars here. Oh, and there's another Tesla as well. Yeah, superchargers, brilliant. Waiting for superchargers, not so brilliant. Ooh, I do like the D-chrome on that Model S over there. I might like to get my car D-chromed. This is effectively an example of the problem that Tesla has to overcome with its charging network is, of course, the more cars they sell, the busier the superchargers will get. And in particular, this supercharger does do quite a lot of work. Basically, here's the problem. We live here, Hastings is here, and the last charger that's useful is about here. So once we get beyond that, there's basically nothing. There are no contactless chargers, no superchargers of course, there are no electricity chargers. There are a couple of quick chargers in Hastings on the waterfront, but there was going to be a half marathon this morning, so they were shutting all the roads and we basically had to get out of there before they got everything shut down, which meant that we sort of basically had to limp our way up here, and now we have to wait for a charging spot. But I suppose that happens. Yeah. It's not ideal, but honestly, us Tesla drivers are living the dream. This is the first time I've had to queue to charge in about a year? 2? I don't know, I can't remember the last time I queued to charge. It's very rare. Principally because Tesla just put an awful lot of effort into upgrading the sites, finding better locations when they need to. They also put a lot of time and effort into the hardware and making that as fast and efficient as possible and making sure the cars can accept the charge as well as possible. So yeah, it's all good basically. Except, you know, there are always going to be the occasional area that is not quite as well thought through as it could be. I mean, originally the reason why this supercharger site existed was because they weren't putting superchargers, they couldn't put them at motorway service stations to begin with for various historical reasons. And now they can, but it means that they'd already cited some non-motorway service station superchargers sort of off the motorway a little bit, like this at this shopping mall, and they've obviously decided to keep this site because it's got a reasonable number of bays. A lot of the non-motorway service area superchargers had only a couple of bays originally, and they were a bit they weren't ideal. I think the vast majority of those are gone now, replaced by much, much bigger, more useful banks of superchargers. This one seems to have snuck under the radar. I've been here before and it does always seem to be quite busy, and I had a feeling it might be quite busy this morning because people wake up and they want to go somewhere. I've waffled on long enough. I'm going to keep looking and keep my fingers crossed and just hope we can plug in soon. Sure, it won't be long. Right. Look, Soph, it's for the Model 3.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. The next door car is obviously taking quite a lot of power because this is going to take a while. Righty, let's go find Mummy. Yeah, unfortunately the car's charging really, really slowly because the car next to us is empty as well. It's kind of a bit annoying. And the good news is the car is charging a little bit quicker now. Yay! Sorry, we're not going just yet. We're going a minute. We will soon. We will. And home sweet home. Awesome. Whew. I feel like I haven't slept at all last night. I did, so I don't really know what's going on there. Right. I just want to quickly recount something that happened while we were there. I was talking to the model. Yeah, don't you have a key?
No.
Oh, the house is open. Well, I'm going to be super quick because this is going to run out of power any second. When we were there, you know the guy who had the de-chromed Tesla, I was speaking to him. He'd had his car for a couple of months and he was asking me, will I get another Tesla after this one? Will I stick with EVs, well, etc, etc, etc. Basically, yes, I will probably get a Tesla after this one. Not just because of the referral discount, although obviously that is going to play a part for me personally, but even if that didn't exist, I would still get another Tesla because I feel like Tesla really get EVs. I didn't go into the Tesla store and ask anyone at Blue Water what the plans were with the superchargers because in my experience they don't tell you. It's a total stum about all things supercharger. However, based on previous ways that Tesla have dealt with this, when they have a site that is regularly too busy, regularly has queues, what they tend to do with these is either expand that site or create another site in a similar, maybe even better location that can fully satisfy those customers that want to charge their cars. It's that desire to provide a good charging experience that I want from my EV manufacturer, and I want that from my EV manufacturer because at the moment nobody else will guarantee me that. Ecotricity can't do it, InstaVolt can't do it. I mean, they have chargers and you can use them, but you know, they might be working, they probably will be working. They might be free. They'll probably be free. They might not be. They're not able to, and they're not willing to, they don't seem to be, make sure that they build ahead of demand. Tesla has always tried to do that, to make sure that things are ready ahead of when they need to be, which is why those chargers at Blue Water have already got the Model 3 charging ports on them, even though there are no Model 3s in the UK yet, no right-hand drive ones, that can charge using them. Okay, I'm now going to say my outro before the battery really does die. It's like literally blinking at me right now. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember to like it, share it, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you don't already. The links are in the description to those. And I will see you in the next episode of my vlog. Bye. That was energetic and fast paced. You see, that's what happens when the battery's about to die. I've got a little YouTube vlog. The irony here is I'm only getting 24 kilowatts, so I'm guessing the Model X next door's got quite an empty battery. If we just continue to the Thurrock services north of the tunnel, I'd be getting 40 from the ecotricity charger there. But oh well. If you knew these things in advance,